folks. Hi.
Jeannie, say hi.
Jeannie didn't want to be in the room all day today because we were setting up the studio, and now she's out, of course.
She's gone.
Now that the camera's rolling. But Jeannie wanted to say hi. Hi, welcome to our live stream.
It's August.
It is August.
It's August.
Wow.
We've almost survived the summer. Like,
we're getting through it.
This close.
Slowly but surely, we are clawing our way through this summer, and we got a bunch of really cool stuff to tell you about in the LARPverse as we know it. And if you could let us know about anything you guys see out there, please let us know in the chat. And click some buttons, hit some links, because they sure do help us. And we've done some upgrading to our studio, what's the IT, I guess, for lack of a better terms, our back end. Yeah. I didn't want to say back end because it sounds weird, but our some of our doodads here. So if you click some likes and links and stuff, we're streaming in more than one place this time. Instead of just YouTube, we are actually on YouTube and Facebook at the same time, live. Simultaneously, simulcast. So yeah,
it's like this close to being too fancy where we break it immediately.
Yes.
So we're seeing how it goes.
Yeah, we're baby stepping our way in. So there are a few things that I think if you subscribe, obviously the Patreon and everything like that, it'll certainly. But we are trying to add a couple of graphics and we'll adjust it from there. Again, it's the first time out of the gate, and especially with audio, you never really know.
Yeah, but if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do that so we can test our widget and see if it works.
Yes, please. We love testing the widgets. So
I see that one widget is working and it shows where they're commenting from.
Oh,
YouTube or Facebook.
Nice.
So that's working. That's one.
Okay, all right. Let's see some. It'll be cool to see the Facebook.
Yeah, somebody go comment on the Facebook.
Yeah, see if we're.
I'm gonna comment on the Facebook.
You comment on the Facebook.
I'm doing it.
Yeah. So we're expanding things here, and that's one of the cool parts about what we've been doing here for a little while now. In fact, there we are. Awesome. In fact, this is a pretty special live stream.
It is.
It is. This makes 2 years of us doing a monthly live stream for y'all in the LARPverse.
Yeah.
2 years, 24 in a row.
Well.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there was like a couple months around like the holidays that we skipped.
Yeah,
but,
we take a month or two off here and there. Great job. Thank you for hanging with me this long, India. And again, cheers to being a wonderful partner in crime in this crazy endeavor that we're doing on the interwebs.
I think we've been officially doing this long enough that I can put it on a resume.
Gotta make money first.
I mean, I could say presenting. Actually, this did help me get a gig. So,
Awesome.
hey, everything you do, put it on your resume.
Yes, very much so. And there's a lot of things that you do in LARP, especially on the running side, that I think are definitely applicable to professional resumes, especially in the event organizing and production side of things. So we got a bunch of stuff, like I said, to go over with you today. We just got back, I just got back from 2 consecutive kids events, one at Crossroads and then another at Northeastern Pennsylvania's chapter.
Yeah.
We had an absolute blast. In fact, our most recent review episode or promo episode.
Yeah. Travel chapter event episode.
Yes. We showcased last year's NEPA Kids event, and something that I'm very excited about. This is kind of from the show producer side of things. Is that kids event was about the last event that we had last year before we upgraded a lot of our equipment. So the cool thing is you're going to see a jump in a lot of our video quality moving forward. As long as India doesn't screw it up.
There's always a chance.
But yeah, so we're looking forward to continuously,
you can see that already if you look at our Apotheosis video, which we shot this year, compared to the kids game, which we shot last year. So you can actually compare them and see the obvious difference in the quality of equipment that we are working with.
Yes, and we are, like we said, we're always looking to improve things, mostly because I keep on breaking things. So the cool thing is when you break something old, there's usually not an old thing to replace it with. You get to get a new one.
Yeah, you're forced to upgrade.
Yeah, it's great. You have to learn whole new editing software.
Yep.
So we have a couple of really exciting things that we are getting up to in the next couple of months that we're going to let you know about. The most recent thing that we are going to, and I have to set up for, no I don't, it's over here. Here's our first transition of the show. Let's go. Boom. All right. Yes, we are heading to Castle in 2 weeks. Is it 2 weeks? It's 2 weeks. We're going to be in Minnesota at the Castle event in 2 weeks. Folks, this is a wonderful aerial shot of the castle that is hosting the Minnesota Alliance LARP game.
As they do every year, once a year. It's a big deal.
Yeah, and there's a bunch of us going out there this year. I hear there's going to be some pretty cool news put out locally there that I can't wait to be a part of. We're bringing the cameras out there again. This year we're going to be NPCing, helping out the production crew, and I'll be running the cameras a lot. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll have a better low light camera by then. Here's hoping that the shipping and handling deities out there are kind to us, and nobody picks up my package from the porch. Which is never nice.
No. I'd cry. I'd cry.
It's not fun. I wouldn't recommend it. So, this is the beautiful site that we will be at in 2 weeks. There's still time to get your tickets or arrange yourself for a ride. Nate runs a great game with the rest of his crew out there. It has become the destination in the Alliance to go to, really, because it's... Although it's up there in the north, it's kind of centrally located, and it's close to a lot of the Midwestern chapters, but it's also unique enough among the Alliance player base that it's, no offense, the game aside, the site does so much work for you, and then you have all these wonderful people that are there that just put it up and over the top. And I want you guys to come out, check out the Minnesota Castle game in 2 weeks. Wish we had a... Can you throw a plug to their website? Maybe let's throw a little plug to Minnesota's website so you can go ahead and pre-register there and go check out their game. It is a blast. And they have a pretty cool website. So the link should be showing up in our chat in just a little while.
It's going to show up twice, one for Facebook, one for YouTube.
Ooh, yeah. Super exciting. So
I gotta do twice the amount of work now.
Double work. Again, we're gonna make sure one that we have internet connection this time. So we're sure we're live. Yeah. Are we live?
Yeah.
I hope we're live.
Yeah.
last time we got this deep in and we didn't know that we weren't live until somebody had to tell us, like, hey, we can't see anything.
This means we're still live because we can see the chats, And I also have it going on in the background, so. And great. I'm not on the Wi-Fi, so if it drops, I'll know.
So, another cool thing that we're heading out to in October is the Northeastern Regional Game. Yeah. So they've got some really cool things going on as far as a fundraiser. So Northeastern, it's all the Northeastern chapters. So it's New Hampshire, NEPA, and Gettysburg, all combining their skills and expertise and getting onto the Gettysburg site and throwing a regional. And they're running I'm going to throw up here on the screen a little bit of a fundraiser to help them out. Indy is going to talk about it a little bit with you.
Yeah. So the dates for the regional are October 11th to the 14th. So it is a full 3-day event, which actually makes it the second 3-day event. There's two. There's the castle and then regionals. We get 2 3-day events this year, guys. It's pretty cool. They're to be held at the Gettysburg site, which if you have not seen our last live stream, we did do a walkover of the Gettysburg site, either last stream or the stream before that. It's out there somewhere, where you can see the amenities of their site. But for any big event, there's always a fundraiser. So very similar to the 2023 Nationals, they will be doing a raffle as well. It was super popular, and now I think it might become a new standard because everybody likes prizes.
Yeah, prizes are
good. They have a lot more prizes going on than I even realized the first time I read this, so this is exciting for me too. So for every $5 you donate, you will be getting an entry into their raffle. They have things like big heaps of goblin stamps from the 3 different chapters that are putting on the regional.
Piles of gobbies.
So many gobbies. I'm talking thousands of gobbies. You could win a free event at Alliance Gettysburg. You could win a $100 gift card to B3 Imagination Studio or a $50 gift card to B3 Imagination Studio. And if you are more like, I want things I can use in the game other than B3, they also have 4 magic items and do say that there might be more coming. So you could also win a really cool dragon stamped magic item, meaning that they are items that can travel to all chapters.
Nice.
So they are super, super cool. I'll drop a link to how to donate. You can do PayPal to Gettysburg, and there's a lot of information in this post, so I won't read the whole thing, but they are also taking item donations because it takes a lot of costuming and props and supplies to run a game this size, so you can also donate supplies if you don't want to donate just straight cash. So I'll drop a link in the chat there.
Wait, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try.
Oh, okay,
Nope. It's not letting me.
It's not letting you paste?
Never mind.
It doesn't like
I was gonna try to
paste.
drop a link and it didn't work. So
Yeah.
I flew too close to the sun. But there it is. There's the link right there.
There's the link.
Right there. This link. Go there.
Yeah.
Check them out.
There's a lot of information, all the different ways you can donate, all the different ways you're going to be compensated for your donations with goblin stamps and dragon stamps. So it's all in that post, and they do update that. So keep an eye on that post if you want to keep in the loop of their fundraiser.
Very true. Very true. So, yeah, check out again, any chance that we have to collaborate outside of our own little fiefdoms of chapters, it always raises the bar for any games, and particularly any game runners that go to these types of things. If you go there with an open mind, willing to learn and willing to look at, oh, that's a way of doing that that's a little bit better and a little bit more efficient than I do it. Whatever. Or, hey, maybe you could try this with what you're doing. It'll work a little bit better for you. Okay, get on screen, Jeannie. My goodness. Oh, my goodness.
Here's our thumbnail.
Oh, we're going to get demonetized soon, Jeannie. What are you doing?
Because it's hot.
It's so hot.
It's a summer dog. She says, ugh. Paul Bean.
She's stealing the show. Anyway, so we have, again, more stuff to go and let you guys know about. So we have our September event that is showing up right now at Crossroads. We got a Gettysburg event the first weekend of September. We got a Crossroads event the second weekend. Then we have Virginia, California, Minnesota, and
New Hampshire,
and Wisconsin. We have a very, very, very full month.
That's the second half of the LARP season kicking off right there.
Yeah, it's going to be a thick schedule.
Yeah.
I'm so booked up with everything this year. I'm not sure how many more events I'm going to be able to make, and that's an interesting problem to have for us. Is like there's more places that want us to go there than we have weekends to go there for.
Yeah.
And that's pretty cool. So we've got like weeks of like LARP straight.
Yeah.
If you want to play an Alliance game these next couple of months, it's going to be hard not to hit one. So go out and check them out. And congratulations to Alliance Colorado. You guys, they ran their first fair day. I hear it went great. So congratulations out there. Good to see you guys up and running. Can't wait to check you guys out. Hopefully we'll get you in the schedule next year.
Yeah, I think we're about due for a drive up to Colorado anyway.
I think I'm going to fly now. That's a long drive.
It's a very long drive.
Long drive, and I don't have 4 days to lose anymore. That's a long time to be in a car.
It is.
But maybe. You never know.
Depends on what's more expensive, gas or plane tickets.
Indeed.
You gotta play that game.
Very true, very true. Now, another cool thing, jumping back to the regional and different games, is we got another cool thing. Someone who's going to be involved with the regional is our friend Susie from Healthier Heroes.
Yeah.
This is one of the shots from one of her newest episodes. You want to get the link ready for her to go ahead and get out there. But this is she's done a bunch of really cool perspectives from from high level dungeons to like treating how do you treat a newbie, to getting someone who's very new to the game involved and making sure that they're having a good time. And it's just a wonderful it's a wonderful channel. Go check it out. Susie is a force of nature. I very much enjoy collaborating with her anytime I can, and she's definitely bringing some good LARP good times out there. So go check her out at Healthier Heroes.
Yes, and I'm pretty sure she said she was going to be PCing the regional event.
Yep. So yeah, a whole New Hampshire crew. I believe New Hampshire is providing the plot line for the weekend.
I think so. Yeah, I think them, and I think some of the Gettysburg plot members are on that team as well.
Awesome.
Which is the cool thing about a regional, just like a national, you get to kind of mush teams together, and they all collaborate with each other. So new ideas, new ways. Because I mean, up in the Northeast, there's like different trends and cultures even within Alliance, so it's always cool to see different chapters collaborate because the culture kind of flows differently, like the Southern LARPs versus the Northeastern LARPs, same game but very different vibes.
Yeah,
can be a very different vibe. So if you've never tried a Northeast chapter, the regionals might be the one for you to try because you'll get to experience a lot of different chapters.
Yeah, and there's a cool thing that happens at large events where the individual going on of the she's even listening. The individual's goings on of the event. Yes, it is cool to go through, but like at the national at the Crossroads site, it was more about gathering with everybody else and just kind of that melting pot that happens when you get that many different LARPers in one place. Speaking of getting a lot of LARPers in one place, we got another little show for you guys. The first set of pictures has gone live in public from Drakenfest. So we're going to go ahead and give you guys a little bit of a tour here, if I can figure out how to get it working. All right, so we're just going to scroll through. We're not going to linger any time on any individual picture, but you will see some
familiar faces.
Yes, very much so. Guys, this was a absolute blast. What you're seeing is... it pales in comparison to the actual experience, but these are some amazing photos of an amazing LARP experience. And if you guys get a chance to, and you got a week, take a week off next year. She already did.
I did. I planned for next year, the day that Drakenfest this year ended. I immediately got that time off because you can go for just like 3-4 days, but go for the whole week.
Yes. And what you are seeing here is some top end, not only role play but costuming. The camaraderie. These are, again, you're looking at some excellent examples of playing to lift. This was their fighters tournament, so
it photographs very prettily.
Yes, it can, and they picked their points, and they had an excellent photography team there, and you barely notice them, and they got some, as you can see, amazing shots. Look at some of these castle walls here. These are the individual camps that are being sieged, and every camp had its own vibe, its own little mini culture, and very, very rewarding to just bounce around the camps and see. I wish I had more of an opportunity to see more, and I think that's one of the cool things about this experience, is that you're never going to see it all, because there's going to be something new next year that you want to see that you miss out on, because there's always something new being added. And like these shots, man, they're beautiful. It was a beautiful LARP experience, a beautiful communal experience, and y'all should go out there and stay tuned to this channel, because we should have some kind of in for getting some first-time tickets out there. Once they go on sale for 2025. We're going to try to help you guys out as best we can to get out to Drakenfest, because it is a heck of a time. Caravan, ticket discounts, whatever we can do, we're going to try to show up in force. Yes, very much so. And Crossroads is going to be, right now we've ordered some materials to prototype out some things that we hope to bring to Drakenfest. So here's hoping that goes well for us in the next little while here. But this is just a gorgeous example of all of the different experiences that you can have and the different types of people that are LARPers, man. It's a beautiful slice of, well, Americana, really. But I'm looking at these people and, you know, so many of these folks I had maybe one or two interactions with or just walked by, and that was enough. You know, you remember them, and they're memorable folks. You never interact with them, but you remember that, oh, that was that guy that did that thing. And it's really cool to see them represented here so wonderfully and so beautifully. So go ahead and check out, oh no, it's not there. There it is, Drakenfest US. And you can check out all of these pictures. You can click on them, get the blown up version, and get a slice of what this show was. It was absolutely amazing. I really, well, it's raising the bar. And it's giving us a lot of ideas on stage, but also off the stage organizationally. It's kind of laying down the future of what LARPers can do when we're not trying to step on each other's toes and, for lack of a better term, one up each other. Because there's always going to be a new MacGuffin. There's always going to be a new trick. But when it's good storytelling, and then people go as deep as they go into their immersion into a place like this, oh, it just waves over you, and it is a beautiful, beautiful experience. And I'm just I'm being drawn into these photos again and remembering all the individual little times and the moments and the personalities. Each one of these people is a high-end LARPer. Sometimes they're first-time LARPers, but they're all into it. And I invite and implore you guys to come out. And like I've said before, on my travels in the Alliance, I'm going to be looking for some aces to come along with us for a little project that they're working on inside Drakenfest, as far as really bringing the role play and trying to show what we have. And I think it's worth it, because I think there's a lot of talent in the Alliance that deserves to be seen by more than 100 people at a time. And that's as best that we can really hope for. Games at our level, is we throw these amazing games and these amazing events for 50, 60 people at a time, and it is wonderful, and it does do something that Drakenfest doesn't. Like, it's two different things, but it's like the same coolness, I guess.
Different flavors of fun.
Yes, very much so. Different flavors of fun, and all very, very, that's our siege, I remember that. I got my butt kicked. It was great. So, yeah, just, it's worth it to get out there and get different ideas and to see how big this LARP world is. And if more and more of us not only came out to these large events, because this Drakenfest is not the only large LARP in the US, but we can coexist between these two, and I would love for our style of LARP to become a talent feeder system to these styles of LARP, because there are some runners that deserve that stage. They do, and I love my Alliance game. I will run it until they don't let me no more. And we can do intimate things with our large characters that Drakenfest can't do it, because we could tell multi-year storylines, and Drakenfest can do that, but they only get one time a year to play it. And we can play like 70 if we want in the Alliance. Not 70, but a bunch.
That's a lot.
So, yeah, it is...
Yeah, and
it's transcendent. Good picture of Josh right there. You can't see it because it's
cut off. No!
So many good pictures of Josh. You can go pick them out. Dude is photogenic as heck.
I'm also gonna say go to Draken. I didn't get to go this year. Was very sad about it. I feel like too, like when you've been LARPing for a while, you kind of get into your comfort zone with a certain game. And eventually, like, you know, LARP can lose a little bit of its magic, especially if you have been staff side for a while and you see behind the curtains, and, you know, you kind of know how everything works. You know the game really well. You have your established relationship with your characters and everything like that. So going to another game doesn't have to be drastically different than what you're used to, but going to another game can kind of reignite that new LARP excitement. And so Drachenfest is, I think, a very easy one to go check out because you can bring your already existing character. You don't have to make a whole new character, and the rules are so digestible. So if you're going to try a new LARP, I would definitely recommend Drachenfest. And then when you like that one, go find a LARP that's completely opposite to what you're used to. If you play high fantasy, go find a steampunk LARP or a post-apocalyptic LARP. And just, keep the fun alive. Don't become jaded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's something also to be said for a thinner rule set to where there's often times when I look at a rule, particularly when it's added to our style Boffer LARPs, and I often think, why is that needed? What does that add to the game? And a lot of the times I'm forced to look at it from the line of, you want to stop someone from doing something because you don't trust them in this LARP environment. So you don't know that they're going to do what they should for this simple rule, so you have to make a more complicated rule because they found a way to work around it. And that's where rule number 3 and play to lift really comes into the strength of the Drachenfest model. And where it's weird because it is on its face competitive. It is.
Yeah.
But Boffer is so much more competitive. And it's weird because in a lot of Boffer games, the plot is way more on rails and controlled and contrived juxtaposition, really. It's just...
Yeah.
There are so many photos. So like every time I think it gets to the bottom, it like loads a whole bunch more. This is an amazing photo set.
And you guys are missing the 2 rows on either side as well.
Real.
You're only seeing the 2 center rows, not the 4 dog armor!
Dog armor!
Dog armor!
Dog armor! So you're
armor.
seeing some shots from the multiple bars.
There's Josh!
Bars. Yep, there's more Josh.
Josh.
He's so photogenic, such a good-looking man. But yes, guys, check it out. It's a good time.
Yeah.
Great time, guaranteed.
Yep.
And
you bet when they release their dates for next year, we're going to be talking about it.
Yes,
so
we are. Yes, we are.
You'll hear from us.
We're going to be trying to bring a whole bunch of folks down there. And it's really cool that you guys have also seen not only like LARPers who have been to my first event, but some first generation Crossroads staffers you've seen in these photos.
LARP is a small world. It's a small world.
It is super cool, and there's other LARP, there's other creators here. There's a couple podcasters that you've seen scroll by you already. I don't know all of them. I chickened out and didn't get to meet them this year. I'm going to try and endeavor in the setup phase next year. I'm going to try to help out with the build team and some other things next year if they'll let me. And I'm gonna try to get to know people on an out of game level before the game starts a little bit more. But I'm super excited to get back there in 2025. That I'm talking about it right now.
Yep.
Indeed. But we got some other cool stuff that is coming up. We have so many cool things that we are getting involved in, and we got a little bit of an ask. So we're just going to jump right into saying that you could check out our Patreon page.
Patreon.
Now, you can check it out. We're going to throw the link there. Now, you can help us out. Patreon has been one of our biggest contributors as far as keeping the project going. When we don't have events to give us operational funding, this is what fills those gaps. The Patreon has been an enormous help to not only the channel but the chapter, and it helped get us out of a bit of a jam during our kids event as far as food was concerned, and it really operationally drops my stress level for the events because it does give us that little bit of a cushion. But now that we have that little bit of cushion, we are making some progress on a little bit of an ask that we want to get to you. You want to drop it on them now, or want to wait?
Yeah, let's drop it on.
All right.
I mean, yeah.
All right, so we are making progress towards, and next month we're going to have a more focused, let's get to the finish line, because we want to have a month of not only getting the event, but another Patreon run, and by next live stream we'll have a special super duper let's get us up and over the hump and maybe pay for the shipping on our accessible porta-john.
Yay!
That's right, folks. See, check it out. You can see some old white guy open up your porta-john. Yay! So, fully wheelchair accessible. That's not me with the camera. I wish they would have let me there. But this is what we are looking at getting for the site, guys. And we have made already a portion of that money. So, I'm hoping that that includes shipping. No.
It better.
But yeah, guys, this is a major improvement to our site. It is one of the things that is stopping some folks from being able to come up and visit us, and we very much want to be accessible as we can with our rustic site, and this is a major step in that direction for us. Now, some of you would say, oh, why didn't you just rent one? If you look at the prices of renting a porta-john and then servicing that porta-john, we would have paid half of this, and to rent it all year for the LARP, we'd pay like $5,000. So that's why we own all of our porta-johns. I never thought that I'd like, if you went like back in time to 16-year-old me and say, Tab, you're gonna own 6 porta-johns someday and you're gonna be really excited about buying a 7th, I would not believe you. Not even a little bit. But here we are. So, yeah, guys, everything in this next event, since we've gotten all of our yearly, like our insurance and everything paid for the chapter, we're making a push for this. We've already gotten, I want to say, I can't, around $500 towards it already. But we are definitely making more progress.
Yeah.
So if you want to, go ahead and check out our donation buttons. All of those donations will go towards the porta-john, and then when we get a better idea after one more month of how much we need, then we will set aside some additional dragon stamps to have a flash sale so we can get it ordered. The idea, guys, of ordering it, of getting it now, is we want to order it before the beginning of October, so we can get it shipped to site so we can have it for our closer.
Yes.
Because some of these places have like 5 to 6 weeks of lead time, because it's a big purchase and it's a big doodad. So we're really trying to get that done and those funds ready to go so we can purchase it at the end of the month in September. So it's going to be a huge help to our site, and if you guys want to help out, go ahead and check out those links. It will be an enormous help to us. Yeah,
it's not the most exciting thing, but we're excited.
Yeah, it's really those. It's events, man. Yeah. You know, when you rent a site, you don't have to worry about these types of things, but then you have to worry about like packing in, packing out. That white glove treatment that you get when you rent a site. LARPers out there, LARP runners, you know, you've seen, like, you've showed up to a camp and there's things growing on stuff and there's 3 inches of dust on everything, and you don't even use, like, I remember in my past, we've taped doors shut.
Oh, yeah.
To be like, I'm taping this right in front of you. We're not going in there all weekend. The white gloves come out, metaphorically. I've never literally seen the white gloves, but I've seen.
We've seen the swipe and the inspection. Yeah.
In a rustic camp. Yeah. So I don't miss that at all. But now I own a bunch of porta-johns. So.
Oh, we got a YouTube comment. I don't know why it's not syncing. I'll look into it later. Somebody wants to know when they get to hear about our Drakenfest characters. And there it is.
Oh!
You probably have already met them. If you're an Alliance player, you've probably already met them.
Yeah,
because you can bring your existing character.
Yeah, so my Drakenfest character is my main character from Alliance, Wick. He is a failed entertainer jester who does part-time assassinations to keep meals on the table.
Will give you nightmares with his monkey puppet.
Yes, he's essentially a battle prop comic. Yep. So, yeah, I haven't really found his niche in the Drakenfest worlds yet. I think what Wick needs the most is an extroverted straight man, and I don't mean like sexual orientation straight. I mean like the classic comedy duo. Like you need somebody to deadpan what you're doing to make you look more zany. Otherwise, you're just an asshole acting like an asshole all by himself. So, but there are some folks out there, and one of them plays a Justicar who has the best frown ever, and will deadpan sell any of your humor so well. And I've never seen some of these LARPers not roll with something, and they're so instinctively good at just going with what you give them that it's a good time. So I'm very much looking forward to what I can do in the future. What are you thinking of bringing to Drakenfest?
Yay! Look, our widget works!
Oh, yes!
It works! The dinosaur's happy! I like it when things work.
It worked! Somebody will click something.
Do something! It's like that happy instant hit of dopamine. I'm like, do it again!
Yeah!
My Drakenfest character, I'm actually gonna bring my non-alliance character. So there's a LARP that has not gone fully live yet, but kind of gonna do a beta game with them. She's a necromancer, only talks to dead people, will not talk to the living. That's what her assistant's for.
Shadow Camp.
Shadow Camp, yeah, absolutely going to Shadow Camp. Yeah, so it's a LARP that's not fully public yet. I think I can drop their name though. They have a public website, so it's called Citadel. Check it out. Citadel, it's not. They have their first beta game coming up in November, or their second beta game. It's going to be super cool, but me and my friends are all coming in as a group, and so I'm just going to take that character and move her to Drakenfest because I really like the healing in Drakenfest, and she's kind of a aggressive healer. Nice. So I figured Surgeon, good for me.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm going to carry on IV bags full of Gatorade, be like, shut up, and give you guys Gatorade. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. Did it again! Yay! Hey! I know you. Why weren't you already subscribed? I'm judging you so hard right now.
I'm so happy it works. Yeah, that was pretty cool.
It was pretty cool, yeah. Eventually it will be a hopping genie. But for now it's a dinosaur because I like dinosaurs.
It threw my whole thing over here off. What else do we have? I was so happy.
To Citadel. So you guys can check it out. Right. We always need more
There's a link
to Citadel.
Somewhere there.
Yep, there it is. Yep.
All right, so we've got our September event showing up, coming up soon on the 13th, 14th, and 15th.
Yes. Now, the 13th is not a game day. It is a craft night. Our weapons and some of our, boffers took a beating during the kids' event. And we need help repairing those just to get us through the end of the season, and then we'll have an off-season hangout where we go and fully rebuild some of these. But yeah, come Friday night, help set up, help us retape some weapons.
Yep.
Hang out.
I will say that we're going to need some extra help this year, this month, prepping the site, because I have very limited time that I can be up there over the next month. So that Thursday and Friday, if you could show up early, any hours that we can get here would be very much extreme. Yeah, thank you.
Yes.
Would be any hours that you guys can give me to help prep that site, I would very much appreciate it, and I will give you gobbies to do so.
So many. One normal event workday, prep day, gets you 350 goblin stamps.
Yes, so indeed.
Come do that. Additionally, pre-registration is open for the Crossroads September game.
Yes, it is.
The pre-registration will close September 7th.
True.
So get your pre-registrations in, get your payments in, and then, come hang out Thursday and Friday with us.
Indeed. And if you guys want to help out another way you can pick up some merch, get yourself something cool, and again help out those projects. Again, everything that the chapter and channel makes over this next month is going right into that Porta-John.
Yep.
Fund.
Porta-Fund.
The Porta-Fund.
The Porta-Fund.
We're not just throwing your money into a Porta-John. That would be very rude, and I would not do that to you.
I will throw Monopoly money in there if you want me to.
I don't think the guys that clean out them like that very much.
What if I draw a dollar bill on some toilet paper and then throw it in?
Dollar bills, y'all. Anyway.
The merch, more things will be added as always. If there's something you want to see for merch, let me know. As soon as our in-game Crossroads, Celestial Guild, and Earth Guild have an official logo, they will be getting their own stuff. I'm just waiting on those guild leaders to kind of send me some drafts of that. So
get going, guild leaders. Come on with it. So, couple last things. Super excited. We are going to be, we have our September event. Yes. Then in October, we will be going to the regional. And then right after the regionals, we are going to be helping out a local organization known as the Newport Renaissance Fair, Knights of the Candy Catacombs. This is going to be a Halloween-themed immersive event held in Newport, Tennessee. We will be providing some talent and a lot of props to this. This is how we at Crossroads are not only reaching out to the local communities, but also helping out fellow artists. I met a bunch of cool people when we did Newport Renaissance Fair earlier this year, and this is what those conversations turned into. So we're very excited to go and check out the Newport Renaissance Fair, Knights of the Candy Catacombs, on October 19th and 20th. It's going to be running from 4 to 9 p.m. and I believe there's going to be vendors, a immersive LARP type experience. It will not be an Alliance game, but it will be some kind of walkthrough experience. It's really based on their venue, how
like a
immersive
demo.
It is. Yeah, essentially. Essentially. And we're going to be trying to build some stuff for them that we're going to end up taking to Dragonfest. And the idea is that the things that I'm going to build are hopefully going to jump between my site, this place, and Dragonfest, helping out all three organizations grow and look super cool. So
if you like haunts, come out, participate. If you want to volunteer, message me. I'll put you on the list. We're not quite sure how many people we'll need to help out, but any event like this always needs people to pick stuff up and put stuff down.
Very much so. Very much so. Jared is a cool guy. He runs it. I still can't. I don't know why I can't do that. Hey, I wanted to get another link in there, but I can't.
Oh, I don't have that one.
I know. Can I
yes, you can. You just have to go here out of the multi-stream.
Out of the multi-stream.
Oh no, because you're not signed. That's why.
I am not signed in.
That's why we're not signed in.
Does that mean we're not streaming on YouTube?
No, we're streaming on YouTube. We're just not signed in for the chat. Yes, that is it.
It's like being new all over. Oh, here, I just sent it to you. Look at us doing computer stuff real time. Yay! Such compelling live TV.
That's how you know it's live. And we're like, wait, how do I send a link?
Guys, at least it worked this month, right? I mean, last month we had all of those tourists in town.
Knock on wood now.
Did Miranda not send in the submission from... we should probably check on that.
I'll check on that, yeah. I don't know if I got a final revision. Maybe that's what I was waiting on, as a final one. But also, as far as my brain's concerned, June and July didn't exist. So...
It's been a pretty hectic couple of months, guys.
Yeah, it was a little crazy.
So, as we are looking at things, we have our closer. Again, telling you about it now so you can have some time to prep, especially our local players, because we're going to try to do something fun on the Friday night of the closer. Again, it will not be Alliance game, but we'd like people to dress up in their garb, as dressy as their garb can get, and come to a HEMA knighting. Now there is, can you explain a little bit about HEMA to folks?
HEMA is a historical European martial arts group. They have chapters kind of all over, everywhere. And it's like LARPing, but historically accurate, but not the SCA. It's just combat. Dale, everybody who has come to Crossroads has met Dale. You've probably had a pie eating contest mod. a mod where you almost died by touching the wrong flower. Dale's great. We love his content. As chaotic and amazing, and it's always great. Dale is being knighted, and because HEMA is historical European martial arts, you can actually get knighted in their system for, I think it's for community contributions and like time put into the organization. So we're gonna use the Crossroads site. Come see some HEMA battles, which it's like a LARP tournament, just they're hitting each other really, really hard with blunted swords. It's pretty cool. Yeah,
we're going to set up the front of the tavern into a little fighting ring, and I'm adjusting some of the lighting in the back there to give us a little bit better of a presentation area. We're going to set up something nice for Dale. Dale has done a bunch of not only running good game content for us, but a lot of the times when I'm working out there calling for volunteers, he's the guy showing up. And when I break vehicles, he's the guy who, if he doesn't fix it for me, he at least tells me how I fixed it wrong.
Yeah, Dale's great.
Yeah, most definitely. So that is some super cool stuff that we have coming down the pipe. Again, it is about us branching out to the greater community and trying to show that this art form is more expansive and more inclusive than we give it credit for. And
come out to the Friday night. You can, if you don't want to come as your character, if like you have a high makeup character that you play, you don't have to come as your character. Just come dressed in a costume, come hang out. If you want to come as your character and roleplay, absolutely do that. But you don't have to come as your character if you don't want to. Like, I have a high makeup character. I'm probably not painting my face for Friday night. But I'll be there.
So we're going to hopefully talk to the food vendor and see if they can be serving on Friday night. Normally,
it's like a dinner party.
If they know it's available, they'll do it. And if I have people show up for the craft day on Saturday, I will feel more comfortable telling the food vendor to show up. So really love you guys to show up as early as you can for this event. We need a lot of help with prep, but really cool, good things are coming. We got a lot of announcements that we're going to be seeing over the next couple of months. I can't wait to tell them to you or tell you about them, because there's some cool things happening out there in the LARPgeist. I think we got everything on our list just about checked off. If there's any questions out there, questions, comments that you would like us to pontificate about, please let us know. And let's just point out that, like, we're running a live stream. Right? Successfully. We're not billionaires.
No.
But we're successfully running a live stream. Not billionaires.
No.
Just throwing a little shade.
We can dream.
Just saying, like, if you're going to pay those guys all that money to do a live stream that doesn't even work, you
could pay me and it works 90% of the time.
Yeah, just pay us some clicks.
Was your character part of any cool story moments at Drakenfest?
Mine
was in my head because I didn't get to go.
I will say that the story moments that I was involved in, one I've spoken about in our last live stream about the Avatar, who I have a personal out-of-game history with, made a special trip to role play with me a little bit, but that is some of the secret stuff that happens at Drakenfest. That's another cool layer about that place, is there's just some stuff that's hard to find and hard to find out about. But it was super cool that they came over and gave me some one-on-one role play time. But just the ambiance, really, just being there in such an immersive environment and seeing all of these wonderful people, I was honestly too much in awe to really worry about my character. And it's really... Yeah, I mean, Tab himself was too busy being overwhelmed and having an amazing time to really worry about what Wick was getting up to. I mean, I had a couple cool interactions. It was cool to see Justicar Crow, another character from the Alliance verse that my character had history with, showing up, and that's how my characters made I guess it is a cool moment, that it caused my character's decision to not be in the camp that he was this year, to be involved with something else next year. And No shade on Blue Camp. You guys were effing awesome. Had an absolute blast. And the welcoming nature, the layout, the camp, the organization, like dude that was running the camp was there. Like the second I got there, he was showing people like all week, showing people where to put their tents and everything like that. And the organization and the passion that Blue Camp put into what they did this year was absolutely amazing. But meeting my old friend and making a path for my character that I think will cause me to have more cool character moments next year in Drakenfest. But yeah, like the cool other cool character moments, just being in a 1,000-person battle, you know, having that many people on the battlefield at the same time, and seeing from a tactical level, because I'm involved in a lot of the larger fights in the Alliance, which are normally like, yeah, Brodo was cool. Brodo was cool as hell. So in the Alliance, when you know, it's small group content, like squad based. So it's a lot of hunt and peck moving, a lot more mobility. But when it's a large formation, wow, does communication become such more of an issue?
Important, yeah.
Because when it's like 2 groups of 20 of you, you can get a signal back and forth through the battlefield, and you can see your folks. But man, when there's 1,000 of you, and it gets into a scrum, and like, you know that, okay, we're going to be all right. So we're allied with this team on this condition. If this happens, that's what we're going to do. But if they drop, then we're going to do this. And then just seeing it all blow up into this giant chaotic thing, and just seeing like how they. It gives you reason. It gives reason to, I guess I can say, when you look at other reenactments and you like see like the old samurai, the bannermen, the bannermen, and the guys that had the flags on their backs. There's a reason for that, because you can't tell when there's that many people and it's just yeah. It's absolute chaos, and that provides real world problems that you can role play through, and that's super cool. And I'm looking forward to bringing, maybe if I can get a couple more people, and I'm kind of leaning towards our local HEMA boys as far as getting, because I've seen it when there's groups of people that are organized and coordinated. Wow, does it make an impact? Wow. So that's kind of the stuff that I'm looking into in the future, is how not so much. As LARP runners, we often fall into the trap of trying to add something to a game mechanics-wise.
Right.
Right? So I'm challenging myself to come at it from like, okay, these are the standards that we have. This is what exists. How can we best use them in different ways as far as tactics? And what would it look like if that happened? If we took this effect and had 4 people do it at the same time? Or what could you do if you did these effects in that way? What other advantages could you have from doing all of the different skills that you can do in Drakenfest, which there's only a couple of them, but they are expansive and you could do a lot with them. And then just at Drakenfest, you can go to a ref and be like, hey, can I do this? And they'll be like, all right, let's figure it out. And they'll challenge you, especially if you fall into the trap of like, nah, that's another mechanic. Why don't we do it this way? Mm-hmm. It's another cool thing about Drakenfest. Right?
Yeah, just go do it.
It's super cool.
Find a ref and do it.
And that's like one of my pet peeves about LARP in general, as far as LARP running, is when, and I think we've talked about this before, when the bullets miss each other.
Yeah.
When you want to be open as a plot team for open-ended stuff, like improv stuff that the players just throw at you, right? But it always seems that they want to do their improv stuff just as you're prepping stuff that has to be prepped and put out on stage, and all of a sudden they're knocking on your door with their cool idea, and it's always a choice of like, do I do what we had planned for everybody, or we do this cool idea? And it's awesome when that cool idea can help and meld and make the game better for everybody, but when that cool idea is like not so good for everybody else, it's kind of hard to intertwine into it. And that's one of the challenges of running.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your inquiry. I would like my character to be part of more moments, but I'm also very much open to becoming more of a facilitator, because that's kind of my natural go-to these days, because I had plenty of my fun back in the day. So like the ego doesn't need as many strokings. Like I don't need to win a battle. I don't need to slay a dragon. I think that's if you go to Dragon Fest. If you go to Dragon Fest and you think you're going to kill one of those dragon avatars, just, unless you're the orcs, don't do it.
Yeah.
Like orcs, cool, eat them.
Do what you do.
But
do what you do, orcs.
Yeah, but like, there's levels of interaction, and I don't think that it would be smart of someone to expect to kick in the door of Drakenfest and be king of that world, because it is big, and we are all small fishies in that pond, and it's super cool to see.
Yeah, I like being the small fish in a pond. I like just going with whatever's happening and, not being that important, because then you just get to kind of float along with everybody and experience it all as a unit, instead of it being like, I'm the main character. Yeah. Which is why my character is going to be at the back of the battle, and I'm just going to be sewing people up and sticking leeches on their face and feeding them Gatorade.
But then the cool thing between that, you're going to do a whole bunch of roleplay stuff that you didn't even plan on, that you're just going to go with. And before you know it, you're going to
I'm already building my med kit.
You're going to have a stitch off with people and see what kind of funny designs you can stitch in people's as you're sewing them up.
I've got to practice my cross stitch. Oh no!
But yeah, guys, we had a blast. It was great hanging out with you. I know this is not our regular live stream time, but with some profession changes, my schedule has changed a little bit, so we had to change to this format. We are not exactly sure when in September we're going to be able to get live again. We will do it.
It's a busy month.
It is a busy month. We will find the time. We might have to try some of the new stuff that we got access to with the mobile world, but we'll see where we go with that. Maybe a poolside live stream.
Yeah, maybe one on the site if we need to. Oh, they're not going to be on the site. Never mind.
Yeah, got to get the site first. The only live stream that I think we could possibly do is during the event, and those have been challenging. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, I think we got everything on our calendar set. Check out our Patreon. Remember, everything that you guys give to us in these next 2 months goes right to getting that Portageon. And then after we get the Portageon, it is off to the races as far as other nifty things that we are going to see here on the channel and out there in the LARPverse. Yeah. That being said, guys, I think we're wrapping it up now, right around the hour time, and it was a blast talking to y'all. If you
Remember,
don't, pre-register.
Yeah.
Let people know about this hobby. Check out the other live streams, check out the other episodes, and check out the other LARP channels out there, because in a time where this platform and other platforms are being inundated with a lot of negativity and not the most positive of messages, little happy channels like us get kind of drowned out. So any clicks that you can give us, any likes, any rewatches, check it out, send the links to people, get the word out there, go out and play a game, and we'll see you guys out there. Until next time, bye! It's so hot.
It's so hot in here.
Bye, guys.